I've been trying to get a street light or a modification on Streetlight. I live on Holiday Avenue, which is over here in West Park. And since I've been here 6 years, my house has been vandalized 5 times. My neighbor, which is, we're the only 2 on the street, their home, while it was in process of being built, it was vandalized. And I came in on several occasions and talked with different people here at the Water District, Mr. Claude, Mr. Nathan, Chris Vandal, Sharon Wilker, and Claude Seal, I'm sorry. And the process had been, you know, I went through the necessary process in the front office, and it seems to be where either this person is no longer working here or something has happened and no one has ever gotten back to me. And I just was told maybe if I came to the board meeting today that maybe something could be looked into to see about getting a street light on my street.
You know, we've had people come before wanting additional streetlights put in, and it is having a streetlight put in, which would be, you know, put on your property tax bills. The streetlights that we have up now, what we do as an agency is we simply collect money to pay for the electricity. Repairs are done by Southern California Edison. So Edison we would have to get a price from Edison to put a street light, an additional street light. And the same thing goes for removing one as well. Okay. So if you could contact our general manager, he can get you all the information, and then the people in the neighborhood that will be affected by bearing the cost of it, you'll have all your facts, and then you guys can make a decision on how you'd like to proceed at that point.
Okay, because there is street lights there. There's one there that doesn't even work. It'll come on and then it'll shut off. And
you call Edison, they'll fix that.
Oh, I have to call Edison to do that?
You call here or Edison,
okay.
They fix it in 3 or 4 days. I call them.
Okay. Okay.
The bulb's going out. It's going on and on.
If you hang around,
yes, sir.
13.5 and 13.6 resolutions tonight, developing streetlight assessment, then you're going to hear some. I don't know what area that is, but that's the direction we're moving.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
And all the people you did name, for some reason, none of them aren't here anymore.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So that tells you how long I've been working on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank
Mr.
you.
President, if I might, I'd be happy to work with Mrs. Lawson on getting that light and explain everything with you. And sitting right in front of you is the person that takes care of those issues, and she will be making a report tonight.
Yes, sir.
In regard to the streetlights.
Okay.
I share your frustration as far as vandalism and lighting and the like, and we'd be happy to sit down with you.
Thank you.
It might be a process that we go through.
Yes, sir.
If you speak with Ms. Smith here after she makes her presentation, maybe you can speak with her.
Okay.
She might tell you from her perspective what's happening and explain to you a little bit more on that side.
Great.
But I'd be happy to you come in or call me. I'll give you my phone number afterwards,
okay.
and we can sit down and go over how to get that.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Good evening to the board. We would like to present GEI's report on monthly activities for the month of March 2013. As you know, we've been working diligently on the Arsenic Grant, and we've made a few activities this month that has propelled things to the point where we are today. We've continued discussions with the California Department of Public Health regarding the status of the grant. And as you know, I stood here before you about 2.5 years ago talking about the Arsenic Grant and getting it into the state before the deadline of December 31st, 2010, I believe. So since that point, we've been, pushing this project forward, and I'm happy to report that, RCSD has received grant agreement from the state to move the project forward. This is for the planning component of the Arsenic Consolidation Project. We've been working with RCSD regarding this final grant agreement, and we've also, in association with that agreement, have been helping to put together the documentation that's required to have RCSD successfully complete an executed grant agreement with the state. So I think we're getting closer, and it's taken a little bit of time to get there, but we're pretty close. So with that, in front of you today will be a board resolution to accept, not to accept, but identifying the individual as the general manager, Steve Perez, who's authorized as the individual to enter into contract with the state for the acceptance of that grant. And so in order for the state to issue a fully executable contract with RCSD, this is one of the requirements that needs to be fulfilled today. In addition to that, we would need to also submit a notice of application acceptance, as well as with some other requirements that they've outlined in the funding agreement. So that's the status that I have on the Arsenic Consolidation Project. With respect to the recycled water grant, we are also working, making progress on that. As you recall, this is an update to the recycled water master plan, and we've been developing draft sections of the report. We're confident that we can have a final draft report presented to the board, to the staff, probably by the beginning of May. So we should have something in front of you to present with some project ideas on how we can expand recycled water use within the district.
Is there a timeline with the state?
The timeline with the state is to October 2013. So we're in pretty good shape. And if we needed an extension on that deadline, we have 6 months that we can push it out if there need to be any additional revisions to that. And I think that's all I have today. The report that you have in front of you outlines the specific chapters and documents that we've reviewed for the recycled water master plan update. So we're working away on that. Really quickly, back to the Arsenic Grant, I just wanted to make sure that everybody remembered that the project that we are, that RCSD is pursuing under this grant, it's to be completed within 18 months of the execution of the grant agreement. So we'll be working with RCSD to make sure that that is executed within that time frame. In addition, there are reporting requirements and administration of the grant that will probably be needed during the duration of the project. So I just wanted to bring that up. And that's all I have. Any questions?
Any questions from the board?
I have a question. With this grant, will they fund the money into an escrow account and draw against that?
I believe they deposit it into an account, yes, but I'm not sure exactly which one the district has identified as the depositing agency, the depositing account.
We haven't identified one, but that's part of
That's correct.
Okay, so they're not going to expect us to put out any more money before we actually see funding? Okay. So we'll have an account to draw on. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We have the